Cool. All right. Well, I think that's pretty much it for our games, news, and movies and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and go into our 1 minute one shot, which I will be the one leading this one.
Oh, I've been excited to hear what you cooked up for us.
Yeah, I got a little something for y'all. So visualize, if you will, that you are a party of adventurers. You've been hired to steal an important artifact in a king's castle. The first half of the heist went off without a hitch. You breached the outer walls, made your way through the underground tunnels, and found your way through the castle to the safe room without alerting any of the guards. Granted, you had to knock a few of them out. However, as your rogue begins to inspect the safe, a blaring magical alarm begins to sound all around you. Through the high-pitched whines, you can hear metallic armor clinking as you assume a large group of guards making their way to your current position. What do you do? We'll go ahead and who wants to start?
Can I ask some questions first?
Absolutely.
Can they see us yet?
If you were to be at the door in the safe room looking out, you would see that they are not currently visible, but you can definitely hear down the hallway that there is a lot of armor coming straight to you.
And how many of us are there?
There are 4 of you.
Okay.
Why did he?
A rogue has to be one of them.
This is twice in a row where we're dealing with a rogue's fuck up.
I know. I
It's
thought I would just follow it.
It's a good setup. I like it. Okay. Okay, I got it. All right, I got it. Okay. I'm going to... I guess it doesn't matter what class. I'm going to cast Disguise Self on myself.
Okay.
To appear as the king. And as soon as they come around the corner, I'm going to say, man, so sorry. Like, this security system's new. I'm not used to it. I hardly ever come down here. Oh, geez. False alarm, guys.
Okay.
Go about your business. All's good here.
All right. So before we go any further, what does everybody else want to do?
Hold on.
Think?
I'm still thinking.
Okay.
Here because I do.
He's cooking something up.
I will specify that was a pretty good idea, Zach.
No, that was a really good idea. That was a really good idea.
Thank you. Yeah, I know. Probably the best idea, if I'm being honest. Probably, yeah.
Probably. I mean, the best I've heard in this situation, for sure.
That's for damn sure. Best you've heard so far.
There's ideas I could go spinning off of that, but my initial thought was to cast darkness in the general vicinity.
Okay.
Hoping to give, if our goal is to get that artifact still and try to save the day at some point.
Right. And let me be clear, the safe is still closed.
Yeah, that's what I figured. So if our goal was to do that, I would try to cast darkness on the immediate area around the safe and try to let the rogue do its thing, if possible.
In the dark.
Without
Or
being
at
able
least
to see it all.
get like a foot away from the door. So it's just darkness.
Yeah. So,
darkness as soon as they enter the hallway into the whatever.
Right,
But
room.
not quite covering the safe. Okay.
Yeah.
right. Just like 6 inches of no darkness.
And here's my other thought. Is darkness concentration? That's the big thing to me. I don't know if it is.
I don't think it is.
Perfect.
I don't think
Here's
so.
what I would do. As the wizard, I would cast darkness in the area, and I would immediately cast Wall of Force at the edge of the hallway.
Okay. So then they for some reason have a giant ball of darkness.
But I want
and
it to
they
be...
cannot get out of or get into it. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yes. What level are we?
That's a good question.
Because here, I'm mostly wondering if I'm level 6.
Actually, okay. Darkness first is a concentration
It is, okay.
spell, so you wouldn't be able to do that. Level 6, sure. Yeah, if you're being hired to do a heist in a king's castle, you would at least be level 6.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, then okay, here's what's gonna happen then.
Okay. What's gonna happen?
I'm gonna be in a party. There's gonna be the rogue. I'm gonna be a wizard. My friend's gonna be a wizard. Maybe all 3 of the other people are wizards.
Man, if
Okay.
I wanted to steal from a king's castle, I definitely would hire a couple, like at least 3 wizards. For sure.
Yeah, and then 1 rogue.
And 1 rogue.
Hey, but you forget that wizards, have a lot of, utility.
I do not forget. That's why I hired him.
Invisibility.
So
Yeah.
here's the thing. So
Okay.
here's what I'm thinking. I would cast darkness right away. And then as we hear them approach, well, number 1, we'd have the second wizard cast Wall of Force about halfway in the darkness.
Yep.
The third
Okay.
wizard, as soon as we start hearing them approach, close them off behind them, but make it so we can still get out around them. So they're trapped in the darkness. They never see us.
Okay.
So like a wall of force prison.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right on.
That's
right on.
my plan.
I like it. Right on. Daniel, what is yours?
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Okay, hold on to your hats for this one. So we're a 4-person party, right? So I'm gonna say that I'm gonna assume this party probably looks something like a wizard, the rogue, obviously. We'll throw, cause I love them. We'll throw a warlock in there, and then
Cool.
we're gonna have, I guess, I don't know, sure, a cleric. That sounds great.
You gotta have like a fighter or something. Got a squishy team.
Hey, clerics really fast. Can they, do they have disguise self?
Trickery domains do.
Okay, that's what we're gonna assume that the cleric has disguise self here. Okay, so what the wizard's gonna do is the wizard is gonna touch the rogue, cast invisibility. Okay, at 3rd level. So now, rogue and the wizard, we're good.
You said 3rd level so I think they can get 2 people at 3rd level.
I think it's themselves and then one other person. I think if I understood the spell right.
Cool. So then, yep. Okay, got it. Yep.
Then the warlock and the cleric are going to cast disguise self, and they are going to disguise themselves because you're able to affect your visual appearance. They're just gonna have like cutthroats or something, and they're just gonna lie down. They're just gonna flop down on the ground.
Okay.
And the rogue is gonna kind of walk over down, kind of like down the hall a little bit. And so the guards they're gonna come around the corner, and the rogue's gonna say from over in the corner, "They went this way." And then let's see what happens.
Okay. All right. Well,
Not bad.
I think all of those are great ideas.
I will specify, if we are level 6, my plan does not work since Wall of Force is a much higher
No
level
Wall of Force.
spell.
You can be way higher.
yeah.
You didn't specify.
It is what it is. Yeah, I left that open. Okay. So we'll go with Zach. You were the first one.
The best one.
So you disguise yourself as the king.
Yep.
Guards come barreling down the hallway, seeing the king. You'd have to roll a persuasion, but we're just gonna roll with it. They're gonna look at you and be like, "Oh,
I'm assuming I'm a warlock with super high charisma. I fly
yeah.
past it. I'm gonna charm their armor off.
yeah." And they look at you. They're like, "That's the king if I ever seen him." And they're just gonna turn around and walk away.
Hell yeah.
Cool. Problem
Yep,
solved.
Great.
Ryan, yours. By far the most complex, but by far one of the coolest ways to do it for sure. Because, I mean, they don't know who's in there. They can't get in there. And by the time that they know what's going on, you guys are already out. So yeah, no, that definitely works. And especially since you're leaving a little bit of room for the rogue to finally get into the safe. And then Daniel. The one thing that I have with that, having the 2 people that have the cutthroats,
Yeah.
it's visual, so the guards are probably going to be inspecting that body, and they're
Well,
going to
no, they're not, because the rogue is going to say they went this way, so
True,
they're going to have
true.
they're going to have to run after him. It's just
All
a
right.
visual thing.
And then when they come back
right.
around, they're gonna see those 2 bodies are gone.
Yeah,
True.
yeah, but it's too late then.
too late. They're out.
The subterfuge has worked.
All right. Well, I gotta say, all 3 of those were viable options, and I think they all pretty much worked out, I would say.
All right. Look at us.
But whose was the best though?
Well, the best, let's see. I mean, like I said, so Zach, yours comes down to a persuasion check.
It's true.
Roll it right now.
You are a warlock. You got the high charisma, high persuasion.
Roll it right now.
Go ahead, let's roll a d20 and we'll just make it up. Daniel,
Yes.
you gotta roll a deception check.
Okay, that's fine.
Because you're gonna be that rogue that's yelling out, "Hey, it's this way."
That's fine.
And then Ryan, yours you're gonna have to roll for a thieves' tools check for the rogue. So I guess we'll see what happens.
Which they failed one already.
Okay. Unfortunately, I rolled a 5.
All right, so they look over, not seeing anybody down the hall. Some are gonna go that way, and then a few are gonna come back over here and inspect the bodies, and they're gonna figure you out. So unfortunately, that didn't pass.
Well, whoops.
What's my charisma bonus?
I don't know, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 3.
Yeah, that's definitely not gonna do shit. No,
Hey, I'm the king!
they turn the corner, and then you see in the background the king's running with them. He's
Yeah.
like, that guy's a fake! He's a phony!
The rogue rolled a 6 plus whatever modifier.
Oh my god! You guys rolled
It looks like we all lose. No winners today.
This is the worst party ever. Good ideas, poor execution is what that is.
out of the 3, Daniel and Zach, both of yours went just complete shit. Ryan, you got out.
Here's the thing, though. The rogue would have expertise plus its proficiency.
The rogue already failed that check once.
And
that's why we're in this situation.
If you're at a really higher level, rogues have what's it called? The thing where they automatically get a 10. So you're probably rolling like 25. So yeah, I guess. Now
I don't know what the level I'd have to be to get a 5th level spell slot as a wizard, but that's probably what level we are.
10.
Actually, I can tell you right now, we have to be, for a 5th level spell slot, we'd be 9th level. So
I will
level.
say, as a
Okay.
5th level spell slot, I could also cast invisibility on the whole party, but this doesn't matter.
So anyways, that was a interesting turn of events.
I liked it though. That was a good scenario.
That was good. I like that one. Yeah.
I thought it was pretty interesting, so I think it played out really well.
I think definitely going forward, we should definitely use the dice for
Yes.
sure. I think that
yeah, that's a good call. I think just putting it on to one roll, depending on
Whether it works or not, sure.
obviously, if you're gonna act as the king to try and say to the guards, "Hey, no, everything's fine."
Hey man, I almost had it. It's totally fine. Don't worry about my 3 party members standing next to me. You don't know who they are, but it's
Right.
it's totally fine. They're my friends.